Lagos hummed like a beehive under the afternoon sun. Emeka Black Jack Okoro, a notorious gangster with a 50 million Nigerian nairas bounty on his head, clutched his bleeding arm as he ducked into the maze of rusty zinc roofs in Makoko, the floating slum. Police sirens wailed behind him. His gang had been ambushed, his men scattered. Desperate, he spotted a lone wooden shack on stilts, half sinking into the murky lagoon. The door creaked open. Inside, a young woman sat by a small kerosene lamp, humming a hymn. Her eyes, milky and unfocused, turned toward the noise. "Who's there?" she asked, voice steady. Emeka froze. "She's blind," he realized. A wicked idea bloomed. "Good afternoon, madam," he said, forcing warmth into his voice. "I'm Daniel, the new caretaker sent by the church. Did they not inform you?" Chidinma Adepoju tilted her head. At 24, she'd been blind since a stray bullet hit her during a gang shootout 5 years ago. The church had promised help. "No one called," she said, suspicion tinging her words. Emeka winced, pressing his wound. "Apologies, sister. Maybe the phone lines failed again. May I come in? I can fetch water, clean. Whatever you need." Chidinma paused, then nodded. "There's a first aid kit under the bed." You're hurt. Days turned to weeks. Emeka stayed, playing the role of Brother Daniel. He fetched water from the communal well, bought suya from Mama Nkechi's stall, and fixed Chidinma's leaky roof. To his shock, he liked it. Chidinma's laugh was loud and unguarded. She taught him to cook jollof rice without burning it, and he told her stories of a fictional life orphaned, raised by nuns, seeking purpose. But Lagos buzzed with whispers. Posters of Emeka's face plastered the streets. Once, 2 officers knocked on the shack. Chidinma answered, her blank eyes disarming them. "Only me and my caretaker here," she said. Emeka held his breath, gripping a kitchen knife behind his back. The officers left. At night, guilt gnawed at him. Chidinma talked often of the shooting that stole her sight. The men who did it. "They're animals," she muttered, fingers tracing her Braille Bible. Emeka's stomach churned. "You're sitting with one of those animals," he thought. One rainy evening, Chidinma clutched a letter, tears in her unseeing eyes. "The hospital. They found a donor. They can restore my sight." Emeka's blood turned cold. "When?" "Next month." Panic clawed his throat. He'd planned to vanish once his arm healed, but now. "She'll see me. Recognize me." Yet, he couldn't abandon her. Not yet. The surgery day arrived. Emeka walked her to the hospital, heart pounding. "You'll be okay," Chidinma squeezed his hand. "God sent you to me for a reason." Weeks later, Chidinma returned home, bandages over her eyes. Emika's dread grew. The doctor's warning echoed. When we remove these, her sight will return slowly. One morning, she called him into the sunlight streaming through her window. Daniel, take off the bandages. Hands trembling, he unwrapped the gauze. Chidinma blinked, squinting at the blurry world. Her gaze drifted to his face, first confused, then sharpening. Emika stepped back, but it was too late. Her breath hitched. You. I've seen you. On TV. You're Emika Okoro. Silence choked the room. Emika closed his eyes, waiting for her scream, the call to the police. Instead, Chidinma stood, tears spilling. You saved me, she whispered. Fed me. Protected me. Why? His voice broke. I didn't know how to stop being a monster until I met you. Outside, sirens blared. Someone had tipped off the police. Chidinma gripped his arm. Run. Take my savings. Go. Emika stared at her, the woman who'd pitied a devil. He thought of the boy he'd once been, before gangs and bloodshed. No, he said, placing his gun on the table. I'm tired of running. When the police burst in, they found Emika kneeling, hands behind his head. Chidinma stood beside him, silent. As they dragged him away, she pressed her Braille Bible into his hands. Years later, a reformed Emika, pardoned after exposing his gang's crimes, stood outside Chidinma's shack. She opened the door, her eyes bright, clear, and unafraid. Welcome home, Daniel, she smiled. The end. In life, second chances were rarer than rain in dry season. A blind girl taught a criminal to see.